Okay, so I've switched my Nomad on. It's 60 kV and 2.5 mA, so all that changes is the time. I can put that up and down individually if I want to, but I've also got these presets. So basically the first one is small animal like a cat, large animal like a Labrador. Next one down, am I firing at a DR sensor, which we are today, or a wet film, or the P is for phosphor plate, so a CR system. Nomad can fire at all of those. And the tooth type, so is it incisor, premolar or molar basically. So I'm just going to set up for a series of x-rays here. So I'm going to put it on incisors first. I've got my cat skull here and I've got my sensor in place. If you haven't already watched the first video about what a bisecting angle is, please go back and watch that. But if you do, you'll understand that we need to be about 45 degrees to the sensor. So this would be 90 degrees to the sensor. This would be no degrees. So we want to be about 45 degrees. And nice and close as well. There's no benefit to being further away for dental x-rays. Okay, so there I am, and I'm going to fire my Nomad now by priming it. Now I'm going to squeeze and hold, and you'll see the image come up on the screen. So that's going to come up large in a second. So we were aiming for the incisors, and that's what we got. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is, without moving the sensor or the skull, so I was here at 45 degrees, all I'm going to do is go around about 30 degrees around a circle. So when I say 30 degrees, I don't mean I'm going to drop to 30 degrees. I'm going to carry on at 45 degrees, but I'm going to imagine you've got drawing a circle here, and I'm going about 30 degrees around that. And basically I'm pointing at the canine. So now I'm going to take a canine image. So if you look at the screen now, you'll see what I capture by doing that. So there we are. So you get a nice image of the canine, and of course I'll do the same the other side. So just to remind you, we're back at 45 degrees here. I'm going to move around by 30 degrees, so I'm not just going to slide sideways. I'm going to go around as if I'm drawing a circle, and I'm pointing at the canine, making sure I'm high enough so that I'm going to get around the apex. And here it comes on the screen now. There we are. So if you were wondering whether there was a swelling that was coming from the canine or the incisor region, you would see it quite clearly there. If you want to see whether you've got a periodontal ligament, there's all sorts of enhancements you can do to this image, like I'm just grabbing this little blue button here to make it sharper. I can make it positive, negative if I want to. All sorts of things I can do to see whether I've got a periodontal ligament. It all gets a bit harder to see on a skull because the skull is desiccated, obviously.